This is the portfolio building presentation, and firstly in this presentation I'm going to identify and evaluate the skills and qualities that are needed by both potential employers and work placement organisations to gain employment in the hair, makeup and prosthetics for production industry. I'm going to review and critically analyse the appropriateness of different marketing and promotional approaches, and I'm going to evaluate my skill set in relation to an industry job description, whilst also using a personal development plan in accordance with industry standards. To research what's needed by employers to succeed in the hair and makeup industry, you can look at job adverts either online or in magazines and newspapers. You can actually search online for what is required by an employer. You can watch informative YouTube videos or blogs from industry experts, follow successful industry experts on social media. You can contact the industry professionals directly and ask them. You can read books written by industry experts. By researching industry professionals, we can learn about their experiences on set and what is needed to be a professional makeup and hair artist. Searching for information now is very different to 20 years ago or so. We now have the internet, and social media is something that wasn't in widespread use back then. It now enables us to have a wide variety of information at our fingertips. We can have direct contact with industry experts on Instagram and Facebook, instant access to information, and industry experts and professionals often use Instagram, websites, YouTube and Facebook to showcase their work, which is something that we should be doing also. I think that social media is a great tool for advertising your portfolio. You can constantly update your photographs and put new work on. It's great for connecting with industry experts and peers, and if you're looking for employment and training opportunities, it's a great place to start contacting people. Social media is a huge influence now. We have many industry experts telling us exactly what is needed to succeed in the industry, and also they give specific job criteria. They often show inspirational and informative videos too, and content of what they've been working on. Now we come on to portfolios. To show I've got the right skills to an employer or a work placement organisation, I would need to show a portfolio of my work. From research that I've done, generally a short portfolio of about 6 images is all that is required, very high quality, 2 of each hair, makeup and prosthetics photos. Whilst reading Todd DeGrassini's book, he also says for prosthetic jobs you should have examples of beauty makeup, character and age makeup, with and without prosthetics, small and large prosthetic applications and creature prosthetic makeups. He also says they don't want to see heavily edited photos. They would rather see how well the edges are blended and the actual paint as clearly as possible. Depending on whether the employer requires specific skills, I would show an appropriate image or images for the actual job that I'm going for. We can use a digital or a physical portfolio, depending on who you want to contact or what the job is. I think both have their own merits, but online portfolios are more widely and easily accessible. You can send a digital portfolio out to multiple people. You can even use social media as a digital portfolio. This can be a really low cost way of doing it and getting it out to everyone. They can be constantly edited and updated, and they can be used to show particular work that's relevant to the person you're showing it to. So you could download some images to use as a portfolio and send those exact images to the person it relates to for a job. Physical portfolios are more tactile, but they can be expensive to produce if you need to produce them again and again. Most industry professionals promote their work, from what I can see, on websites, Instagram, Facebook. They do competitions, send out digital and physical portfolios often. They do YouTube videos, collaborations with other professionals, photo shoots, recommendations, business cards, and they attend industry events. They also research by contacting and asking other professionals. I read an online article that says, being that we are in a digital age, a paper portfolio with actual photographs and tear sheets is not as necessary today as a great web or tablet version is. I'm not suggesting that some clients would not prefer to review your physical portfolio. In fact, some old school companies still request that format, but it's becoming increasingly rare. As a great starting point, focus on building a portfolio you can share on a tablet and website. You can always create a physical version later if you begin working with an agent who actually requires it. The skills employers are looking for. Whilst researching industry job advertisements and descriptions, I found several qualities and skills that are needed to gain employment within the hair, makeup and prosthetic for production industry. A lot of these are for every job, so good communication skills, they need you to be well organised, good timekeeping, to be reliable and be a team player, have skills and creativity suited to the job. You need to be professional, be polite and courteous to everyone, be calm under pressure, be proactive and keep your skills updated. Here is an example of a job advertisement. The job specification is for a wig maker. You need to be able to knot handmade wigs, weave wefts, make custom pieces for the client, and to follow all aspects of the wig making process and systems at Peter Owen, Bristol. Proven experience is required, a minimum of 5 years knotting experience, full competency in all areas of work, drawing off, making foundations, padding up a block, knotting, pre-curling, weaving knowledge, and duty to adhere to all policies and procedures of the company. The personal attributes and other requirements they're looking for are similar to what I was saying before. They need you to be trustworthy, loyal, reliable, flexible to the business needs. You need to have good interpersonal skills and good communication skills, which means getting on well with everybody. You need to be methodical and organised and open to constructive feedback. You need to be a strong team player and able to manage your own timings in relation to deadlines. And so to evaluate my skill set in relation to an industry job description, I need a personal development plan. Here is one that tells us how to set SMART targets. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-related, evaluated, and a record. Specific targets say clearly and exactly what you mean and exactly what you want to achieve. Measurable, they can be measured and used to evidence that you've reached your goal, so we indicate how long you will know this. Achievable, they're something you can reach within the duration of the target over a certain term. Realistic is something you can take action on and which is appropriate. Time related is we set a deadline and be clear and realistic. We then evaluate and reflect upon what has been achieved, and then we record by keeping track of what, where, when, how, who and why. we've done certain things to achieve our goal. So the skills I have include 20 years of working in the hairdressing industry. This includes experience with hair extensions and wigs. I have some basic experience with hair extension weaving and wig styling. I possess the patience to work methodically with hair, and I'm well organised. I can work to a high level of detail, work independently and manage my own timings to meet deadlines. I can take direction and I can work independently. I'm open to constructive feedback and I think I'm a strong team player. I believe I'm trustworthy, reliable and a loyal employee. I'm qualified in health and safety and take reasonable care for myself and others, following company policies and legislation. For the job I have chosen, I need to develop more skills of wig making. I would need to learn how to do all aspects of the technical side of wig making if I were to become a wig maker. I've started to develop my skills in wig making. I've bought a wig making book. I've started to learn to knot wigs. I need to work on my self-promotion skills. I've started to post on Instagram and I've started a website. I'm working on communicating my ideas. I need to build on my website and add more content. I need to gain confidence in presenting and on camera, which I have been working on. I need to work on my critical evaluation, looking at my work and others critically. And I would like to take better photographs and videography. I'm starting to look into what makes a good video and learning about photo editing. And that is the end of the presentation, and these are my references.